Going live. 4, 3, 2, 1. Action. Hi, everybody. I don't know if anybody's going to be coming on this live stream because, it's not about popularity contest. It's about, I think, substance. So, on that note, let me introduce myself. My name is Lasha, and I like to talk in an Irish accent every now and then, or if it's Scottish, I'm not sure. But I knew I am not Irish nor Scottish. I'm Ukrainian. Ja не знаю український або маленький Lasha. Little Mopa. That means little Lisa was a Mopa. At any rate, so this is Serenity Sunday. So for those of you who have joined me, whether it be by subscription or a like or a view, I appreciate you. I'm not remotely joking. I wanted to do this YouTube channel for 3 years, and it took 5 for me to have any confidence to do so. Now, I'm getting this mop cut, all right? So let me go get the books, and I'm going to start reading, and then I'm not going to talk anymore because it's Serenity Sunday. So I find it so hard to fall asleep sometimes that I'll read out loud, and me, myself, and I, and my Sophie Ann, who you can't see right now, she's right there, and we're in the new place, which I love. Serenity Sundays, audiobooks are so expensive. Spotify, I don't know how much it costs, but I know that when I sat in that wheelchair for a year because a surgeon didn't keep his oath, and I have a short about that. I've got a long video about that on my name, Lasha Rojenko, and then you have to type in at Lasha Rojenko 6907 to find out, or to go to that channel. And that channel has the picture of my Baba and I, and that's where the lives go. And then the channel with a picture of Jenny Craig and I, that was from, oh God, I was 35 or 36 then. I bet you. I was like in my mid 30s, close to my 40s when that transpired. And I'll be 52 July 20th. So, but what I was going to say about audiobooks is they're sublimely, pivotal in helping me sleep. So I'm going to go get the books. I'm going to start to read, and I will hold up what I'm reading so you don't have to look at my mug the whole time, and then you can put your phone down and just listen. Now, I'm not self-grooming behavioral panel. When I do this, my mouth is dry. So, with that being said, I'm going to go get a glass of water, and I'm going to go grab the Testaments and Spare, and I'm going to read the chapter Hymm, Hymm, or if it's Hymm, but hymn and hymn is spelled differently, so it could mean religious hymns or hymn. I'm not sure yet. What does this say? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. I don't even know what that means. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is pretty funny. Travel.
Well, yeah, that's just because that's the kind of grinding penny needle that he was.
Nature.
Good his day. So know what you're thinking about that shit. Yeah, because you're doing it.
This is wild.
You know, you should maybe
I didn't know.
how you're gonna handle all
Symbols? Well, what is this a symbol of? Well, it's not a symbol of the grumpy emoji where everybody was making fun of Amber Heard. I thought that was terrible, actually.
Hey, maybe you should think of us giving you two.
And you know, I always do everything impromptu. However, there's two subjects that I am going to talk about that are not impromptu, and that is the Johnny Trap, Freudian slip. I don't know. Now, I know she didn't look believable because she has borderline personality disorder. And you know, I'm writing a song called Everyone's Talking About Narcissism, 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 Narcissism. Everyone's talking about BPD, ADD. Everyone's talking about ADD, PSD, or is it PDSI? How about all of the effects on our brains stem from childhood trauma? It's not about becoming clean or sober. It's about respecting yourself. I think the whole way of treatment of addiction needs to be completely revamped. And you know, oh, I can't even get into Purdue Pharma. See, when I was in that wheelchair, I had so much time to study. I came across this great YouTube channel called Useless Information, and I thought, dang, that's a great title. Anyway, let me get my books. Let me put another emoji up. What is this emoji up? What am I trying to say today? I just wanted to read. Here we go. This suits me perfect. Yeah. Tape over the mouth. All right, let me go get the books.
I like how desserts described to me.
The Testaments and Spare. And I didn't pay for either of these books because I won't go on Amazon, and I've said this in a prior video, to make Jeff Bezos richer. No. So my dear friend and her dear grandson went on Amazon and got me the Testaments by Margaret Atwood because they knew I wouldn't buy it. So instead of cash, I got a book. This Prince Harry Spare. Wow. Has he ever changed in his looks since he met Meghan Markle? Did anybody see that video of Meghan Markle putting her hand up and she's like, she's mean. Oh, that's so mean. And I feel mean saying that she's mean, but he does not look the same anymore. But if you want really good royal commentators, go to Brittany at Royal News Network, Emma at TNT. It used to be called TN Therapy, but she calls it TNT now. And she says, you know, play with it, make it whatever you want to call it, which I think is a great idea. And the Royal News Network with Brittany, Emma with TNT, and the Royal Grift. an HG tutor. Okay. There's nobody on here anyway watching. There's not even one person. All right. That's okay though. Let me get my water. I can read to myself. I don't care. Oh, maybe I have some orange juice left. Oh, I do. 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 You lay, on.
Did you just get back?
Will soon have mama with the gleaming gloat. Yodelay. Now, today in Beamsville, there was an open mic night afternoon from 2 until 4, and Victor Magliato hosts it, and he's amazing, and I missed it again. Karen, if you ever see this video, I miss you. Victor, I miss you. Layman, Breeze, OG, Lisa, Leon, Tracy, Mary, Joey, Roland, Michael, Roland, M&M, Jeff and Randy, Larry and Garth, Con, Maggie May. Wake up, Maggie, I think I've got something to say to you. All right, let's start reading the Testaments.
Just nothing. Would anybody come?
Oh, I read that already. Here it is. Hymm, the Testaments. This is where I stopped talking. So, I've been talking for 12 minutes and 16 seconds about nothing, really, but important things. And I don't tell people to go. You know, I had somebody message. I wrote a comment when the Gwyneth Paltrow trial was on. And somebody wrote me back and said, "You must have been paid to write that." And I thought, wow, I'm going to take that as a compliment. Paid to write that? Nobody ever reads what I write. So thank you. I guess they call that a troll. I don't know even what a troll is. Does that mean they're anonymous? 13 minutes in. Now I'm going to start reading for 15 minutes of quiet time for you. And it takes the average person 15 to 20 minutes to fall asleep. So if you have trouble reading, fast forward it to 13 minutes and 22 seconds. And here I go with the Testaments, Hymm. Okay. Chapter 6. The Testaments by the Handmaid's Tale. Reading myself for bed at readying myself for bed last night, I unpinned my hair, what is left of it, in one of my bracing homilies to our aunt some years ago. I preached against vanity, which creeps in despite our... You know what? I need to start over. I need my glasses. There. I need my glasses. Okay, here we go. Okay. Readying myself for bed last night, I unpinned my hair, what is left of it. In one of my bracing homilies to our aunts some years ago, I preached against vanity, which creeps in despite our strictures against it. Life is not about hair. I said then only half, which is true, but it is also true that hair is about life. It is the flame of the body's candle, and it dwindles, the body shrinks and melts away. I once had enough hair for a top knot. A top knot. Yes, a top knot for a bun in the age of buns. But now my hair is like our meals here at Ardula Hall, sparse and short. The flame of my life is subsiding more slowly than some of those around me like, but faster than they may realize. I regarded my reflection. The inventor of the mirror did few of us any favors. We must have been happier before we knew what we looked like. It could be worse, I told myself. My face betrays no signs of weakness. It retains its lethargy, texture, its character, frivolously pretty. But I was once handsome. That can no longer be said. Imposing is the best that might be ventured. How will I end? I wondered. Will I live to a gently neglected old age, ossifying by degrees? Will I become my own honored statue? Or will the regime and I both topple, and my stone replica along with me, to be dragged away and sold off as a courtesy, a lawn ornament, a chunk of gruesome kitsch? Or
Maybe when they come crawling back in 4 years, you won't be around.
Or will I be put on trial as a monster, then executed by firing squad? That's a depressing. And dangled from a lamppost for public viewing. Will I be torn apart by a mob and have my head stuck on a pole and paraded through the streets to merriment and jeers? I have inspired sufficient rage for that. Right now, I will have some choice in the matter, not whether to die, but when and how. Isn't that the freedom of a sort? Oh, and who to take down with me? I've made my list. I will continue tomorrow because you know why? I really want to read some of the spare. The spare. Okay, so I just started reading this, and it says, for Meg and Archie and Lily and, of course, my mother. Well, first of all, why does it say and? Wouldn't it be more appropriate to put for Meg, for my wife Meg, my two beautiful children, and my late mother, Princess Diana? That's just what I would do. Sorry, Harry. And you know what? He wrote this book apparently on his own, but I did start to read it. And some of the beginning I couldn't even get through because it sounds, honestly, the way Meghan Markle writes. Now, she is a good calligrapher, and I love calligraphy. And I always think if they want to help people so bad, you guys can help me. an orthopedic surgeon in Canada didn't say anything and keep his oath. Isn't that abuse and neglect of the system? And then when I complained to the College of Physicians, they said the reason that I had to have 4 corrective surgeries was because I smoked cigarettes. And guess what? I started smoking when I was 40, and I hardly smoke anymore. Like, if at all. And that was when I was 40. That was, anyway. All right, let me just try and find a couple of good.
I will definitely probably think about reminding myself to remember to do that.
Do you know what? Let me highlight some of this book before I waste your time perusing through it. You have better things to do than to stare at me and peruse. So I have to digest that little bit of the Handmaid's Tale because
Once they rent it can be
I just do. But I'll probably upload some more readings on my phone when it charges. At any rate, thank you for joining me. Also on Serenity Sunday, something that really bothers me is that people don't take time to think about those that passed away from COVID. Like when I listened to Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama talk about COVID, they were sensitive, and I don't even know if they mentioned anything about people losing their lives. And if they did, if it wasn't for the people that lost their lives, how would they know how to make a vaccine? But then on the other hand, there's theories on that. So, but I think everybody, I was in that wheelchair from 2017 to 2018 through 2019. I was only able to bend my leg around 2021 and a half, and now it's 2023. And that's almost 5.5 years ago. And I'm still talking about it. So it just goes to show that this is a going concern, and it is important. And I'm trying to find people who have experienced something similar, but people never want to get involved. Well, I'm getting myself involved because I don't think that anybody should be treated with disrespect. Even Meghan Markle, I make faces, I say things that aren't nice. I can't stand sisterhoods or women that betray other women. Men don't do it. They don't. I have this whole story about a long friendship with a woman and a neighbor. But you know what? I'm just going to highlight spare. This is a Lasha rant now, but that's fine. You can take little bits and pieces of it, decide what you like, don't like. If you like parts of the video, you can always move the red thing forward a little bit. If I'm boring or if you want to change it out, I don't know. But it's Serenity Sunday, so after my rant, I literally get down on my hands and knees in the yoga position, like I bend over and I pray. I meditate for an hour on Sundays, and I think of people on Facebook, to family members who have passed away, to people that I don't know that have lost their lives to COVID. And I worked for a girl who lost her mother, And so that's why, even though all of these horrible things happened with this doctor because he was complicit. And I know he didn't do it on purpose. And I've said that 1,000 times. But do you let a patient sit in a wheelchair for 5 months and scare her? Which is essentially, he said, I know you've been here before. And he was talking about my anxiety. And I was humiliated. And when I asked him why my leg didn't bend, I don't know. You're a slow healer, and you've been here before, haven't you? I said, what does my anxiety and Dr. So-and-so have to do with this? And I knew those two professionals were talking. At any rate, I will get into that. But despite my suffering for 5 years in isolation, complete isolation, this is what I did to try to heal. I tried to turn everything into a positive. Now, my voice doesn't sound positive right now because when I talk about that, I get so angry. And then my knee starts to get, and my body starts to get even worse. But that's why there's Serenity Sundays, Manic Mondays, get that energy out we go to the gym. Eventually, I'd like to have that live so you can do the exercises together. And then Tarot Therapy Tuesdays, Walking Wednesdays, Talk Therapy Thursdays, or I read the Testaments on Thursdays as well. Fright Night Fridays, I love to watch a movie and critique it and share it. Singing Saturdays, that's where I do, and I love to write impromptu songs, like I'll do that on Saturday. And Serenity Sunday is about reading, sharing, calming down, and praying, and whichever deity you believe in. And if you don't believe in a deity like Bill Maher, who always says, "You're welcome." I love Bill Maher.
You asked me to come.
I was not alone. There was somebody with me. I don't know who it was, but if I could make it back from that, anybody can make it back, because I wasn't a strong person. Well, maybe we're all stronger than we think. All right. That's the longest video I've ever done. Have a great Sunday. Thank you for following 38 of you. I am so thankful. I don't know what to say or do, but I just want to give you my thoughts and say it means a lot. I'll try to do my best and make leaps forward for the rest, so you don't have to suffer in unrest. Just take care of you, respect yourself. There is no clean or bad. Love yourself, and I promise you all the bad will go away in the end. Have a great day, everybody.